What do YouTube? It's the Real X Dawg here. And I was going to do my quick take on NXT TakeOver the End, but today I decided to do something much better. Today, Muhammad Ali was late the rest of the day, and I want to say a few things about that. And I'll just start with this. Muhammad Ali was the GOAT of boxing, the greatest of all time. And not only that, he was possibly the GOAT when it comes to professional athletes. Better than guys like Tom Brady, Jim Brown, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. I mean, these guys are great, but to me, Muhammad Ali trumps them all. And definitely on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to social icons. And I mean, you have Martin Luther King, you have Malcolm X, but you also have Muhammad Ali. I mean, he just personified greatness. He personified a lot during that time. Because he was by far one of the most charismatic, confident, and at times he was arrogant, that man that walked this earth. But he always backed the talk inside and outside that ring. But what I do want to get off my chest is, it always gets to me how some people just seem to choose what era this man to put into their own box. And it's mostly, sadly, a lot of young black people who focus exclusively on his civil rights work and just ignore everything else about him, and lash out at people who chooses to celebrate those other aspects of his life. And I mean, I saw posts all over the place saying he stood for Black America. He didn't stand for white America. He's our hero. He's not your hero. And this is despite the fact that Ali spent a large portion of his life post-boxing talking peace and unity and bringing people together. All these charities, him traveling the world. I mean, Ali was not just a member of the Nation of Islam who was unapologetically pro-black. And he was not always part of that group where they were pro-black and taught and preached about black superiority. Ali himself even admitted when he lost his friendship to Malcolm X, who left the Nation of Islam because Malcolm X went on a pilgrimage. He went to Mecca. He saw people from blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people all the way to the darkest Africans together at Mecca, praying, together celebrating. These people were working together of all colors, all creeds. That changed his life. He left the Nation of Islam. And Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali had fallen out. Their friendship ended. And he said he regretted most of his life that he lost their friendship. So yeah, Muhammad Ali was unapologetically pro-black. The Nation of Islam and the teachings, unfortunately, were pro-black, but also anti-white to a degree. Where they calling whites the enemy. Calling whites, calling them blue-eyed devils and stuff. And I mean, Muhammad Ali himself has said that whites are the enemy, Viet Cong is not the enemy. Where he said he opposes integration. Integration is wrong because they do not want Lot to live with the white man. That is what Muhammad Ali was saying during that time. And what's interesting, when Muhammad Ali changed his name from Cassius Clay, the person who broke that barrier was a white man, Cassell. Howard Cassell was the one who broke the ice with that by calling him Muhammad Ali. And what's funny was, I believe it was Joe Frazier who still called him Cassius Clay. Where Muhammad Ali, like, you of all people, I thought would understand this. A writer during that time, Jerry Eisenberg, pointed out the irony that while they called them white devils, they didn't want to integrate, that they were the devil. Ali had more white colleagues than most black people in America during the time. I mean, there's just something interesting about that. In 1975, Muhammad Ali left the nation after his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1972. Just like Malcolm X, he came across people of all colors from all around the world working together. And when he retired, Muhammad Ali said he's going to dedicate the rest of his life getting ready to meet God by helping people, fronting charitable causes, uniting people, and making peace. He went on another pilgrimage in 1988. And 2001 and then 2015 in December, he called out people like Bin Laden and ISIS about how they perverted the message of Islam, how Islam is a religion of peace. I'm not Muslim, but just because I'm not Muslim didn't mean I didn't research the Quran. I read the book, the whole book, and I understand where Muhammad Ali came from because I see how those people pervert the message up here to twist it and to use it from their own interpretations to justify their terrorist acts or to convince these people to join them that what they're doing is the right cause. And that Ali said that real Muslims should use, especially politicians, should use their positions to actually show allow the world to understand what their true beliefs are. My biggest wish when it comes to the social aspect of people today, when it comes to Muhammad Ali, I wish they would see the facts that of all what this man has done in his life and stop trying to paint him as a one-dimensional figure that suits their preconceived bias. The amount of venom and vitriol that these people spit towards people who don't agree with their position or their beliefs, Muhammad Ali would not be down with that. Where people are going at their own friends' necks just because they want to celebrate Ali's life in a different way than they do. I mean, I appreciate every aspect of what this man has done. Whether his trash talking, whether his athleticism, his civil rights work, him being an objector to Vietnam, to him humanitarian charity efforts and his post-boxing career. I'm not painting Ali in a small box. I'm not going to tell somebody who is not black up here who's posting pictures of Muhammad Ali, who changed their profile picture to Muhammad Ali, who posting quotes of Ali or posting pictures of Muhammad Ali fights, that you shouldn't celebrate this man because he's not your hero, he's our hero. That is not how it works. And what's sad to me is that Ali was everything I said. Trash talker, boxer, humanitarian, civil rights. He was all those things. He was not just a ferocious fighter for black rights and black empowerment. And really today, I just don't understand today of all ages where you have so much information that people choose to be so overly polarizing to the point they lash out at people they even call their friends simply because of how they celebrate Ali's life. I mean, I saw Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that, where these people up here are literally going after folks or calling somebody out. And I've seen somebody up here even end their own friendship with somebody just because the person asked this question, why this day, why would folks to celebrate this man's life? You're just spamming posts on people's walls, calling out people who are not black that celebrate his life, saying he's not your hero, he's our hero. And I see this man getting lashed out at for asking a simple question. It's like some folks like said, okay, we get it. He was a civil rights activist. But at the same time, yes, he was unapologetically pro-black, but Muhammad Ali, even himself, changed. Even he changed his position. Even he understood what he did back to him was not the right way to always go about things. He changed where people need to come together in unity and be peaceful. But these people want to keep him in that box and only view that Ali as what, the true Ali? This is the real Muhammad Ali or something? I don't get it. And that type of polarization is why I rarely talk about these type of things. Because I rarely view things from a singular viewpoint. I will look at things from multiple viewpoints because even if I disagree with the viewpoint or the person who's delivering the viewpoint, it's just the simple fact of its information, it's viewing things from a different perspective. Especially in the case of when there's no facts in these situations, where it's just opinion over opinion. Who's to say whose opinion about this is correct? Who's to say whose opinion about this is wrong? And people up here, and then when people try to choose facts, they cherry pick their own facts. The facts loses their impact when you're just choosing to cherry pick what you want to accept and not accept. And when it comes to like Black Lives Matter, when it comes to dealing with police, I mean, I see people sharing stuff from places like Police to Police, Police Watch, and stuff like that. And the articles are so overly biased to the point like there's facts in there, but the facts are sandwiched between so much sensationalism and editorializing the whole issue. Is just complete trash. It's just complete trash where the only fact is this person got shot, he was unarmed by the police. all beyond that, the rest of the articles, all types of fluff, all types of sensationalized rhetoric just to get people riled up to the point that all facts are lost. And it's just like, why stay out of this so much? Because people don't want to hear from a different viewpoint. They basically want to have their own opinions justified and validated by other people. They don't want their opinions they don't want to be enlightened on their opinions. They don't want to be challenged on their opinions. They basically want to sit in their own echo chamber. Then turn around and say they want to have real discussions. You can't have a real discussion by being a brick wall. You can't have a real discussion about what the justice system, but then turn around and act like the other side or other viewpoints don't matter. The only viewpoint is the justice system needs to work better for the black man. Not why is it the black man is targeted? Why do the police always tend to be in the ghetto? Or why is it white people don't tend to be? Those other viewpoints matter just as much as their viewpoint about the police disproportionately target black people. But the fact that I would bring up other viewpoints automatically means to them, because they're so polarized, well, I just disagree. I think what the police are doing is fine. You know, I never said that. I never implied that. I'm just simply looking at other viewpoints. It's not a debate if I must say what you say, so we can just sit here and echo and circle jerk off of having the same opinions. That's not a debate. That's not a discussion. That's just echoing. And echo chambers are pretty much worthless. A couple tidbits about Ali and what he meant to me. And the thing is, one of the main things he meant to me is his charisma, his confidence really shaped my personality. Because when I grew up, I watched videotapes of Ali. I heard about Ali through other people. And I mean, the things that he says. That he's so bad he makes medicine sick. That he handcuffed lightning and thrown thunder in jail. That he flipped the lights off and he was in bed before it got dark. I mean, to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I mean, how he called Joe Frazier to a big ugly gorilla. I mean, all the stuff. He'll beat the gorilla at the Thriller in Manila. And I might have messed it up, but you get what I mean. That charisma and confidence really helped me become the person I am. That right now, my life is not where I want it to be. No job. First, relationships with significant others either failed or circumstances went completely south. And that's just the best way of putting it. Even my skills when it comes to my creative writing, when it comes to writing fiction, when it comes to writing sports articles, where it comes to writing articles on social issues, which I have posted on other sites under a different name, obviously. But my skills there isn't where I want them to be at. It's not at the point where I believe they could be successful. I mean, I had people like my articles. I had people like my stories that I put up on places like fanfiction.net and Fiction Press. I had people give me good reviews. I have written poetry and stuff. I've written rap lyrics before. But the simple thing is, to me, they're not to a point where I say, like, hey, I can make it. But the thing is, I had the optimism stuff that I'm going to improve. I'm not going to give up on what I'm doing. So, like I said, try and get a job, all that kind of stuff, I'm doing that. But at the same time, when it comes to my skills, I'm always going to work towards those to improve them. So, whether that's me reading more and more books. I'm reading a book now, ironically, which is funny, it's written by T.I. And I'm also reading other people's work. I'm also listening to other professionals in different fields, even people I don't necessarily agree with. I listen to people like Bill O'Reilly, what he has to say. I listen to people like Glenn Beck to see what did they say, how did he say these things to engage their viewers. So I listen to people I don't agree with. I listen to people that I love, like Keith Olbermann, how he gets his viewers and stuff. So I listen to a lot of these people, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Mike and Mike. I mean, there's a large list of people up here, even I agree or disagree with their opinions. But that's what you got to do, including listening to myself on our Real Wrestling show that we normally do. Seeing where I can improve at or how can I improve. And the same thing with the writing, reading articles from different groups of stuff. But the other thing is the X Dawg name. Because I'm a wrestling fan, a lot of people mistakenly believe that X Dawg is basically like X-Pac or relating to D-Generation X. Truth of the matter is, it's not that simple. Faction X, the stable I created for X Dawg, is related to that. It's an homage to D-Generation X. And basically, it was Vince McMahon's X plan to deal with, I think, the alliance at the time where I came up with it, all that kind of stuff. But X Dawg himself was actually paying homage to Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, which is why X Dawg always had a boxer moveset. He always had a boxing moveset. And also came to his personality, where he's kind of a blend of Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. And like them as well, X Dawg also mellowed out over time. Beyond that of the entertainment, beyond that of really just boisterous personality and stuff. All I gotta say is he was late the rest of today. This is Friday. I'll say my final goodbyes to the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. And even though I never met him, I never seen him fight live, he still had a huge influence on my life from afar. So it was to him, I say peace. And to this video, peace. This is the Real X Dawg. I'm out.